if we want to create more tenant, right? So tenant creation, suppose if you want to create the more tenant, so what is the command and how to create it here? Suppose if you want to install the database, what we do, we need the another system softwares we required, then we have to do the installation of the HANA database. But HANA 2.0 is the tenant database. So it's multi-container database. HANA 2.0 is the multi-container database, which means multiple tenant databases we can install on the one host. Each tenant database, one application server will be issued. Each tenant, one application server we can create it. Each tenant, there is a one application server we can create it here. An application server will be pointing to the, why? Because each tenant we have the index server. Each tenant we have the index server and plus access engine. Each tenant we have the index server, access engine. If we create the one more tenant, one more index server, one more access engine, so like that you will get the two more process, you will get it out here. But SystemDB process are same for all. So SystemDB will manage the all the tenants here, right? How many ways, like how to create the one more tenant here, right? So instead of installing the new database on the separate host, then how to create the tenant, so that when you are installing the SAP application, you can map the tenant, right? So here we can use the create command, create database name, or stop database. So that one we can use it here, right? So there is a create database and database name, DB name. So create database name. So system user and password, then you can put the password here. So this is the command we have to use it from the system database here, right? Alter system stop database name, it will be stop the database. So drop database name, you will delete the database name here. So we have to use these commands to create the tenants. To create the one more tenant, we have to use this database here. Then suppose example, you can see it here, database is started. So right click on the SystemDB, but we have to use the query from the system database only here. Open the SQL console here. So here HDB space info. So which means here it will show the list of processes which are available in the database. It will show here, you can see one index server, one access engine will be available. One index server, one access engine. So remaining P processor, compile server, 7 core processors are available in the system. Suppose if we create the one more tenant, right? Create database. The database name is like, so SD1 create database name. So system user we are creating system user, then password, then we are using the password, suppose welcome one. So that is the password we are giving here. Then click on the create button, so that it will start creating the new tenant database here, right? So new database, simple command. You don't need to do the software installations and everything. Just to use the command. So it will doing the, see here, progress bar, it is progressing, which means so new tenant is getting created here. New tenant is getting created here, right? You can see new tenant is getting created. So when you see here, here there is a one more tenant will be created here. One more index server will be created here. One more index server will be created after some time here. One more index server will be created after some time here. Now you see it is progressing, right? Once the query execution is completed here, so now the new tenant database is ready. So that any one of the application you can map to that tenant database here. So like that, up to 19 new tenant databases we can create it here. 19, but no one create the 19. Maybe one or two they may create it. That's it. But the one host, why? Because HANA is the in memory. If there are any memory issues, definitely it will give the memory issues in the system here. So that's why we have to, while creating, we have to clearly check all the information and everything. We have to check it out here. See here, one more index server got created here. Here only one index server. There is a one more index server got created. One more index server got created here. Right? One more index server got created here, which means tenant database is getting created here. Right? This is the way we need to create the tenant database. So all
It's
that.
showing different port numbers, sir.
Yeah, different port number only. Why it will show the same? If we show the same port number, then what is the difference between both? Both are same, right? It's a duplicate. So that's where it will create the different port number here. So HANA by default installation. So
Hi,
002
sir.
means
Sir,
3.
instead of the HANA Studio, can we create the tenant on the OS level, sir?
OS level also we can create it here. 3 instance number 002. So 3 instance
How?
number. So 39. So it will take the default port numbers. We can take it out. Default the port numbers we can take it out here. So then when you are creating means default port numbers means SAP, when you are creating the SAP, it will allocate the by default port number for the default process here. Then the new port number 3 instance number 42 and 3 instance number up to 99. Whenever you create, it will allocate the next port number here. Whenever you create it will allocate the next port numbers here. Next port number means like 40, 41 and 42. Like that, it will create the port numbers here. 3 port numbers. One tenant database with 3 port numbers will occupy it here. If we create the one more tenant database, 43, 44, 45, like that, it will create the port numbers here, right? So that is what. So first of all, let me explain studio level. Then we can do this one. So if you are interrupting in the middle, it will be very confusing actually. Okay. So it's very simple. Like in the studio level also, just what you have to do, you need to connect the HDBSQL. So then HDBSQL means SQL prompt will open. Then here we need to use the create create a database. So what is the database name? SD2, then system, so user, then password and password name. You have to give it here, then enter it. So it is asking the username, password, connection failed. So let's create first this one. So then we can create it to OS level. First we have to create this one. Once this is completely done, then we can create one more tenant databases. We can create it here. The database name is called created as a SD1. So then OS level also we can create it here. Once that is completed, we can create it OS level. Same. So we have to connect to the HDB SQL prompt. We have to connect it here. HDB SQL prompt. We have to connect it. So once this is done, we'll do.
So, until create, sir, I have wondered. Whenever the tenant DB created, by default it is added into the HANA Studio, or we need to manually add, sir.
HANA Studio by default, nothing. We have to add it manually.
Okay.
We have to add manually. So HANA Studio, why? Because every user it won't add, right? We have to add it. Everything, either SystemDB or Tenant DB in the HANA Studio, we have to add it manually here. So from OS level, we have to use the HDB SQL-I and instance number. So then -u, so username -u, then username -p, so password password, then system DB, like this. This is the SQL prompt. We have to use it here. This is the SQL prompt. So we have to use it here, right? This is the SQL prompt. So we have to use it at operating system level. So to connect to the system database. So if it is the HDB SQL -I, so instance number, if it is the instance number 01, then -U, then username is the system, right? -P, password is the, suppose like whatever the password we said, that is the password. Then -D, then system DB. This is the SQL prompt, OS level command, we have to use it here. This is the OS level command, we have to use it here, right? So just go to here, exit with SID ADM. This is the one you can use it, right? We connect it to the SystemDB now. So now we can use the similar command here. Similar command we can use it to create the, to create the Tenant DB at operating system level. Here just we can edit the SD1 to HD2. HD2 we can edit it. Here one more Tenant database is getting created. So OS level and HANA Studio level, anywhere. So we have to use the similar commands here. Till it is created. So no need to do the, and so every tenant there is a, so new index server tenant database will get, so one tenant, every tenant you have the this process here. So let me open the SAP HANA and another session I am opening and see the DB info. You see the one more tenant database. So as I mentioned, each tenant database means index server. So it will occupy the next series of 3 ports. The port allocation is very important, guys, right? The first tenant 40, 41, 42, right? The next one 41, 43, 44, 45. Next one 46, 47, 48. So each tenant database, 3, the sequence of ports, the next series of, so 3 ports will be allocated, 3 ports will be allocated here. So it starts with the 3 instance number, it will be allocated here. See here, one more tenant got created here. So like that, so every tenant data, every SystemDB on top of multiple tenants, we can install it. So SystemDB is only one, HDH. Then we created the one more HDH database and one more tenant, then SD1, one more tenant. Now we are creating the one more tenant is called the SD2, 3 tenanted database total in the system, right? Each tenant we have the application server. So 3 tenants means 3 index servers, right? 3 index servers will be there here. Right? You can see it here. Still it is progressive. Still it is creating here. So like this, we have to create the tenants creation at OS level and studio level. Then how to stop? So how to delete, how to stop and how to delete. So this one we can execute the commands as well. Same commands we can execute it. Like simple. So stopping also, what we have to do for stopping, this is the for creation connected to the database here. So and for stopping the tenant database, only tenant, I want to stop only tenant. If you use the HDB stop, all the 3 tenants will be stopped. So see the logic here. If you use the normal HDB stop, HDB start, all the tenant databases, all the services will be stopped. I don't want to stop all. I want to stop only. Then you can use the alter database, database name. Suppose like HD1, alter database name. Then stop alter database name stop, or alter database name start. So these commands, so we have to use it here. Alter database name start and stop commands here. So let me see. Alter database and database name stop. Repeat HANA. Also see the commands. Simple. See here, alter system stop database name. Yes, this is the one command we have to use it here. Okay, this is wrong. This is the one. Alter system. Yes, alter system stop database name. Alter system start database name. If you want to start it, then you can also use the start command. Stop the database name. Stop the Tenant database, start the Tenant database. So we can use it here. So drop database name, drop database name. Dropping means deletion. So we can also use the drop commands here. We can also use the drop commands here. That is what we see here. Statement command executed successfully. So that it is executed successfully. What is the database? SD1. SD1. So we can just add to the HANA Studio. So ఇక్కడ SAP 1, so SAP HANA, then instance number, so 01 common instance number, so multi-container, right? And tenant database is the SD1, right? SD1. So system, then welcome 1 is the password. You set it out here, right? SD1 is the password you set. So here, see here, it got added to the here. SD1 has been added here. So like this, so one more tenant you created, right? It is getting created SD2, right? So this is also we can do that one. Suppose if you want to stop, right? Alter command. So alter command, alter system stop database and start database. We can use it here. Alter system stop database name. What is the database name? So SD1. So just you can use the SD1, execute it. See here the command is getting executed. So now what will happen? That database will be stopped now. Whatever the database you created, that database will be stopped. Now it's only one database, one index server, right? One more is stopped here. Now it is the 40. Now it is the 40 and one more index server is down. Right? See here, stopped, successfully executed in the 15 milliseconds. Now I want to drop. So what I can do? Drop database. Drop means deletion. Drop database name SD1. Execute. Simple. So now database is getting deleted. Alter create command creation, alter command stopping, and drop command for deletions. Till the OS level command is see. Right? So here drop command is executed. So which means so database has been dropped out, means deleted. So like this, we want to start, stop it. So like this, multiple commands we can execute it. Like this, we can execute the multiple commands. We can execute it here. Okay. So this is what we need to use the commands. So to creation of the new tenants or deletion, modifications or anything, we can use it here. Okay. This is about the some OS level commands are tenant creation. Basically, the tenant creation. Or sometimes they may ask you, you have the two tenants. I want to stop only one tenant database. What is the command? Okay, only the tenant database name we have to use it here. So if you use the HDB stop, what will happen? Everything will be down. If you use the HDB stop, all will be down. All the things will be down here. If you use the HDB command, so all those things will be down here. So now how we have to use it for other? So then we can use the the individual SQL commands, that is called the DDL or DML commands. So DDL, data dictionary language, data manipulation language commands, create, select, alter, update. These are the DDL, DML queries. You can use these queries for stopping or starting the database. For using this one for stopping and starting the things here. Okay, create database, database name, system user, password. The password one we have to give it here. Okay, so that is the one we have to give it. So while that is in progress, so we discussed already here also, like the here also we discussed it, right? So right click on the SystemDB, stop and start. Right click on the SystemDB and start the database, start the database. Those things also we discussed. So one more thing is here. So I think, so did we discuss file system structure, the trace directory, those things we discussed, right? File system structure. I think no, I think. Okay. So the one more thing is here, the important directory is the file system structure. So SAP level, how we have the USR SAP SID. For the DB level also, we have the file system structure is available here. For database level also, we have the file system structure here, file system structure. So here, file system level, very important thing is here. So USR, SAP, SID, then sys. So same SID, sys we have under the SID, USR, SAP, then we have the SID folder. Under SID, we have the sys folder. Then, so D instance number, right? Here, HDB instance number we have here, right? Under the sys, we have here, so profile directory, same as like profile directory. Then exe directory, kernel directory. Then, so here we have the sys exe, sys profile. So sys global directory. Here we have the, so INA files are available. INA files are available here. INA files means configuration files are available here. Configuration files and some SSFS keys are available under. So here INA files here, right? SSFS keys are available here, right? So profile directory. If you see the OS level here, CD, USR, SAP, HDH, here you can see the ls-ltr. So you can see the sys directory and HDB instance number directory here, right? This directory, HDB instance number directories are available. If we go to the sys here, what contains here in the sys directory here, you can see, so profile directory, global directory, exe, same as like SAP level file systems. If we go to the profile directory, here you have the profiles are available here, CD profile. Here we have the profiles, default profile and instance profile is available. Default profile and instance profiles are available here. Default profile and instance profile, default profile and the instance profiles are available here. Default and instance profiles are available here, right? So normally we won't do anything here, default profile and instance profiles here. Why? Because any configuration settings or anything where you are changing in the configuration tab, in the INA files, we are changing. In the configuration tab, in the INA files, we are doing the changes here. In the configuration tab, in the INA files, we are doing the changes here. So these files are not available under the profile directory. So these files are available under the global directory here. So here, this is what little bit important directory, global directory. So then CD, HDB, then CD, HDB custom, then CD config, config, HDB custom config. This location is very important, guys. Very important, guys, here, this one. So sometimes they may ask you, so where can you change the parameters or configuration time, some HANA related means, we will say INA files. In the configuration tab, INA files, we will change it. But another important place is operating system level. So where you will change here. This is the one of the operating system question they may ask you. USR, SAP, SID, SYS, global, HDB, custom config, HDB, custom config. In this directory, we will see these files. In this directory, we will see the files here. HDB, custom config. Here we can see all those things here, right? So that is what we can see here. So one more, so apart from that, the sys profiles, but here just only this location, just you can remember it. Remaining location not required, but this location is very important. So one more thing is here. So one more thing is here. So exe means HANA related binaries here. exe means HDB, CD, HDB, CD, HDB. HANA related binaries are available here. HANA related binaries, library files are available. HANA related binaries and libraries are available here. HANA related binaries and libraries are available here. HANA instance is up and running means because of HANA, when you are doing the upgrade or when you are doing the installation, HANA always will update the files to this kernel file. These are the HANA binaries. HANA binaries are available in the exe folder. How the SAP binaries are available in the sysexe, same as like in the sysexe of the HANA database. These binaries are available. These binaries are available here. So that's why we can see the sysexe folder is there. Sysexe folder is there here. So here binaries. So one more important folder here is sysexe and sysprofile, and the one more folder is for here it is called the, so apart from that here we have the, sysexe, right? So CD HDB instance number. In the HDB instance number here, so if you go to the host name, these all are the exe, some settings and environment variable. This is the backup location. If you go to the CD host name, here there is a trace directory. So SAP level, how the work directory is very important here. Here also the trace directory is the very important here. Trace directory here. In the trace directory, each and every process related log file is available here. So normally in the HANA Studio level, we will go to the diagnosis files. We will see the log files and everything, right? We will see the log files and etc and everything. We will refer it here, right? Diagnosis files. We go to the here. We will see the log files. Here. So we will see the log files in the etc directory. We will see the log files here, right? So name server.trc, index server.trc, daemon.trc, preprocessor, web dispatcher, all the process related trace files are available under the trace directory here. So if you want to index server, if you go to the each and every index server db_sid, so here, so this is the, here is you have the files are available. Index server access engine related files are available. Index server access engine related files are available here, right? So at the same, so this is the trace directory is the same as like SAP level. The work directory, how the work directory is very important SAP level. So here the trace directory is very important here. SAP level, how the work directory, right? Normally for the SAP systems, work directory is the very important. All the work process related log files and everything, we can see it here, right? For the HANA trace directory, HANA is the trace directory here. All the HANA related process like index server, name server, tenant. So like in preprocessor, all the things are available here under in this directory, available under this directory here, right? This is the very important directory for to troubleshoot the issues and everything. If any issues, index server file, we have to read it here. Index server file, we have to read it here. That is the one we have to know here, right? So it is created. One more tenant got created here. So like this, so we can use the OS level commands, or also we can use the SQL commands. So to create it here, okay? So either HANA Studio diagnosis files here, you can refer the log files here, or we can also go to the tenant database of the, we can also go to the tenant database here, and trace directory. Here you can see the index server and access engine related things here, index server and access related directories here. So it's one of the important directory. This is also so important. This is the one of the important directory. OS level, if you want to check the logs, this is the one. When you will check the log, any issues or anything, we have to come and we need to check the log files, the trace directory here. The location of the trace directory is, so USR, SAP, SID, sys HDB instance number, and this file system is the trace directory here, right? So that is the one thing we have to, so we have to say, okay. So this is the way, keep on checking the logs. Here we can check the logs. I think last time also we checked the logs, index server, trace directory, some temp, some save point, delta merge, any operations we can check it out here. Save point intervals, are there any errors, any issues, everything we can check it out here. Anything we can check the things here, right? Who executed what, who done the installation, who done the assignment, who done the deletion. All the things will be so recorded here. All the things will be recorded here. So this is one of the important file systems. Okay. Got it? Any questions, anyone? So today